Trump admitted the so-called embargo narrative against Cuba last night. Let's cut straight to the center of it. President Trump talked about Cuba last night again after journalists brought up the topic for like the 10th time in a month on board of the Air Force One. This time, however, Trump acknowledged what officials from his administration have denied for years, that the embargo exists, although in 2026 the focus is the Cuban energy crisis. This hurts the Cuban people, and the administration uses it as leverage. To enforce this, the administration has repeatedly stated that, and I'll quote, will impose tariffs on any country that supplies oil to the Cuban regime, as part of their January 29th executive order. The issue with oil imports is that it disrupts pretty much every single economic activity in Cuba. Still, Trump described Cuba as, and I'll quote again, a failed nation, even though his administration's plan is to choke it. The key here is that they are essentially depriving Cuba from getting oil to force a social uprising and blame the Cuban government for it. Sounds familiar? Yes, it does actually. You can ask Secretary of Treasury Scott Bessent about it, whom publicly admitted doing something similar with Iran's access to hard currency in December last year. So it's simple. The US is pushing regime change by weaponizing the embargo to the maximum consequences at the expense of hurting the Cubans. Concessions are just the first step. Want to see more in-depth analysis? Be sure to subscribe, as it is just getting started. Give us a thumbs up and share.